All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Performance Food Service Milton's 2010 Oasis of Savings Food Show. This is our second of many chef demonstrations of the day today. It's my pleasure to welcome Chef Holly Smith from Gladys and Ron's. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
little shout out from the crowd. Good to have you. Good to have you. We are very thankful that Chef Holly could join us today. We're very excited about her culinary demonstration. But before we get into it, we got an interesting story here with Chef Holly. She comes from St. Thomas, is that correct?
The U.S. Virgin Islands, yes. St.
U.S.
Thomas.
Virgin Islands, and that's where you fell in love with food?
I fell in love with food from the time I was born, I guess.
The baby
everywhere.
food got you locked
Just
and loaded?
Just everywhere. I mean, everything about food I love. I mean, the comfort of it, all the different spices, and just, there's nothing more just fun and warm and loving and
you can do anything you want with it,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it doesn't talk back, and you get to eat it.
That's the key right there. It doesn't
it's
talk
great,
back, right?
You rule your food.
I hear that. You make the food. You're the boss of your food,
exactly.
right? Where was your first experience working in food service?
Oh my God, it was a long time ago. My dad actually owned a restaurant.
Okay.
And a lot of my cousins and uncles and everybody kind of owned restaurants. So I've just been all over as far as
It's
just
in your
like
blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood, and food is so important to us back home, in the Caribbean. I mean, it's just like all events. There's always food. There's always somebody making this, and your aunt. Gertrude makes the best macaroni, and and this and that, and food is just so important to my family.
It's the centerpiece of a lot of your family
Yeah,
outings.
we're 6-foot people.
You like to eat, right?
Yeah.
Besides, obviously, Gladys and Ron's, where's your other favorite places to eat around town?
I like goldfish, and I really love goldfish.
The sushi or the seafood or both?
Oh, I love the mussels.
The mussels?
The mussels. Oh, my God.
You don't run that on specials over at Gladys's?
No, we don't do mussels. Do a lot of chicken.
A lot of chicken. Well, tell me a little bit about what are you going to be preparing for us today?
Okay, I'm going to go back to my roots a little bit. I like to always do different kind of stuff, but today we're going to do a jerk steak, jerk ribeye.
Ribeye.
Yeah, traditionally, jerk is cooked on a grill, but we don't have a grill today, so we're going to just do it in a saute pan. Then I'm going to do a curry rice. And I have lots and lots and lots of little seasonings, cumin, and different things to throw in there and get it all really smelling good. And then I'm going to do a curry cream sauce, which is really, really simple, with just some onions, some allspice, some curry, and some heavy cream. And that's it, put on top. And then we'll top it off with a little small diced tomatoes and some scallions just to put on the top, just to cut that cream a little bit. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I think we can all learn something really different and nice and new. And this is the way, we cook back home.
Gotcha. It sounds incredible. So if you aren't over here, make sure you come join us at the stage. We'll have some samples for you after Chef Holly's presentation. And I'm going to turn it over to you. Let you do what you do best.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Enjoy. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to get this going for me. Let me turn this on. Okay. Hello, everyone. How are you? That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, if you see all the things that I have here, this is what's actually going to go into my rice. We have lots and lots of seasonings here. Like I said earlier, we have cumin, and we have allspice, and we have garlic, and we have thyme and Italian seasonings, and we have a Jamaican curry powder. We're going to go ahead and put some oil in our pan. We're going to get that nice and oiled up in there, because we're going to saute our onions and our garlic. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. As soon as our pan gets up, I think we can go in now. Let's see, let's test. Yes, we can. Go. That's our onions. It's just a little bit of minced garlic going in there as well. Go there for me, sir. Get that going. All right. Now we're going to go in with our Italian seasoning. This rice should take about 20 minutes to cook. We have some onion powder, some garlic powder, a little black pepper, a little cumin, some allspice, a little regular seasoned salt, and our curry powder. Get all that kind of going in there. All right. Put in our bell, our rice. Get these. Thank you, sir. We're just gonna kind of get that rice coated a little bit with that fat and all those seasonings. I don't know if can you guys smell this yet? Yeah? All right. This smells like home. All right. Now, because I use so many different seasonings, different spices, and so on, I'm not using chicken broth because we have a ton of flavor already in this pot right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put in some water, okay? And what we're looking for here, back home, everything we cook, everything we cook when it comes to rice has to have some type of like broth, you know? I used to call it soup, but it's a broth, you know? And a little trick that I tell a lot of like young people that I know, because I'm so old, I tell them to, when they're cooking rice, to just get a can of like broth soup, if it's condensed, add another cup of, water to it and just put the rice in and cook it that way. You get a nice, flavorful, delicious rice, that way. All right. Okay. And we're going to taste our broth. It's pretty good. Yeah, a little salt. And taste our broth again. And this kind of rice here, you can put beans on top of it. You can pretty much put anything on top of it that you want. But this is kind of like how my mom cooked at home. A little more salt. I'm not afraid of salt either, guys. Can't be afraid of salt. It's a good thing. Now I'm going to put just a pinch of sugar. Just a pinch. Just a pinch. Just a pinch of sugar. All right. So we're going to let that start boiling, and then we're going to turn it down to simmer and let that go ahead and go. All right. Okay, next we're going to start on our curry cream sauce. We have here some heavy cream. And the reason why we're going with the cream before the steak is the steak has already been cooked to medium. I ordered a nice, for time purposes, I ordered a nice already roasted off steak, and I seasoned it and marinated it and cut it and everything. We got some brown sugar, some curry powder, some Jamaican curry powder, some allspice again, and we have some onion. Let me get this one going. All right, we're going to wait for that to come up to a boil. All right, let's get a little olive oil in there. And I'm not using a thickening agent because I'm using cream. So I want to start this sauce kind of early so that it gives it enough time to thicken on its own. Here we go with our onions. Come here, Gustavo. Taste our broth. It's good? All right. That's what I like to hear. All right, so let's go in with our onions. There we go. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of curry powder. Just a little bit to start. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of allspice. I love allspice. Turn that up just a little bit. Our rice is starting to boil now. Can we get a shot of this so they can kind of see what's going on in this pot? Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I want to kind of get live to see what's going on in that pot. You guys see that nice rich curry broth going in there? You know, isn't that beautiful? Don't you just want to jump in and swim and just hang out for a while? Yeah, I know, I would, but I get burnt. All right, so we're getting ourselves up to a boil now. I'm gonna let that get going just a little bit more. All right. This one, that allspice going in there. All right. Lord have mercy. All right, so let's go in with some of the cream. Some nice thick cream. And I like as much fat in my cream as I possibly can get. All right. I'm going to go in with a little more curry powder. Now, there you go. Can we go ahead and put the top on that and let it start? Let me grab. I call this my little girl whisk because it's pink, and I like pink. And we're gonna just start developing that beautiful color there. Yeah. And that sauce. All right, a little more curry. Go. There, and turn that down a little bit. Now, when we actually plate this up, we're going to plate this up in a martini glass, because I want it to be like a tapas appetizer thing. I like to go to restaurants, and I want to try everything, but everything is always, you know, a big plate of food, you know? So, turn this down. Starting to thicken up nice. Really, really nicely. All right. Put those there. Now we're going to go in with just a little bit of salt. And then we're going to taste to see where we are. And then if we need it, we're going to put just a pinch of brown sugar, because everything's better with sugar, especially brown sugar. Oh my God, that's good. I'm sorry. Excuse me, I got away there for a minute. Just throw that out. That is really, 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 really good. In fact, I'm going to turn that off now. Just put a pinch of brown sugar. All right, are we off or are we on high? I think we're on high. Now we're off. All right, so we're going to just let that hang out. That's really good. All right. Now, let's check on our rice. Ooh, that wasn't really smart. All right. All right, our rice is not there yet, but that's okay. All right, let me let you guys kind of look at what we have here with the steaks. These steaks have been marinating for about 24 hours. And they've been marinating in jerk seasoning. Now, where I'm from, we make our own jerk seasoning. But my rep, Mr. Scott Brook, brought me this thing today. I mean, not today, a couple months ago. And he was like, I have some jerk seasoning for you. And I was like, okay, buddy, no. Anyway, I kept the seasoning, and after about a couple weeks or so, I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. The bomb. Really, really good. And if anybody wants to know where to get it from, contact Scott. So what I did was I marinated with this dry jerk seasoning, and some olive oil. So I'm going to let you guys get a look of what's been marinating here for you for 24 hours. Is that not beautiful? Right there. All right. And this is what we're going to cook off for you in a minute. Now, traditional jerk, like I said, is grilled, but we don't have a grill, so we're going to have to go ahead and do it on the stovetop. Let's look at this rice again. All right. Rice is starting to kind of come together. Being that we have some time because we're waiting on the rice, I'll take any questions if anybody wants to ask anything right now. At all. Who's your assistant? Oh, this is my wonderful assistant, Gustavo. He's one of the kitchen managers at the restaurant. And he's actually getting ready to go to Asheville in a little while. Yeah, to run our kitchen there. So that's Gustavo. Say hi, Gustavo. Say hey. How y'all doing? That's a chicken expert. Yes, I do work for Gladys and Ron's Chicken and Waffles. We're located on Peachtree Street, as well as at the Stonecrest Mall. What's going on with this rice? Well, we're starting to get there on our rice. We're about halfway through, I think. I'm going to give them a look at that again. You guys see that broth going in there and starting to come together. I think what we might end up doing is doing a little bit of TV. What is it? What is it? The magic of TV, the power of TV, or whatever. What is it called? The magic of TV. Yes, because I already have some rice prepared for you. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start going in with our steaks. Can we get that up to temp for me, please? Doing a little olive oil. You know what we might need to do? Get that curry rice. All right. I think we're good. All right. There we go. The steaks in there. Gonna put that down here. There's our martini glass. Can we smell that yet? Are we smelling it? I know, isn't it beautiful? We need to bottle it and sell it. Be a good idea, I think. That's right, put a little behind. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Yeah. Our rice going there. All right. We have our already done rice here. How are we looking? Are we hot? Oh yeah, in a minute. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is you're going to put just a little bit of our cream sauce in the bottom of our martini glass. Just a little bit. It's that pretty color. Those onions. check our steak. A little sticking just a little bit. This one's ready to go. There we go. Let me turn it down just a little bit. And that steak will tell you when it's time to turn because it'll just give. They're about, I would say about 10, 12 ounces, I would guess. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, now for our rice. Look in there. Oops. And this is exactly what your rice is supposed to look like in these martini glasses right here. Doesn't that look good? Yeah, I know. Okay. Get excited. All right. Very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're good. Like I said, our steaks were already at medium. That's it. All right. Pretty, pretty. Now let that rest just a second. That's about, yep. All right. Now, you know, normally you're supposed to let this rest for a minute. But in the interest of time, you can go ahead and start slicing this up. That's perfect color. All right. Okay. Some of that fat off so we can get a couple pieces. Right on top. Move that over. There we go. A couple more pieces. And right there. And I'm going to top each one of these off with a little bit of our sauce. There we go. Does that not look yummy? I know. All right. To cut the cream, I'm going to put a little bit of small diced tomato and some green onion. And there you go. Now you have a little beautiful appetizer of jerk steak, curry rice and a curry cream sauce. Thank you guys very much.
All right, that looks great. I heard a lot of ums and ahs over there. Everything looks great. I don't want to be the first to sample. I'll be the last one to serve some. So, what would you serve this with, or how would you serve it? Entree, appetizer, both?
This is an appetizer.
Okay.
I like to try everything when I go in a restaurant, and you know, lots of times you can't because everything is like an entree portion. And even though sometimes I do order kind of everything and still try it anyway, you
I
know.
hear that.
But I like tapas because this way you can eat something you really, really like, and then you don't have all the guilt of, you know, I just ate a 16-ounce steak, or I just ate a, you know.
Right.
Especially for girls, because, you know, we want to
Come
eat
on,
good.
girls gotta eat just like guys gotta eat.
We want to look cute too.
Of course. Well, everything looks great. It smells great. So we will have some samples over here to try. Yes?
Definitely.
All right. Make sure you guys go down and check out Chef Holly at Gladys and Ron's.
Yes.
A big round of applause for
Thank you.
Chef Holly. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Looks
Thank
great.
you.